Kasim Abubakar asubuofu we muna dendende untumi nya hwe masa umuna kwa na grassroots and then I say favorite word abado grassroots hey I meso me grassroots I meso me grassroots yenyi grassroots na da be de ebenyini yenyi grassroots mebo bia dada ebefa abane toto nyoma I mema politics is complicated ma mema politics is complicated kra otina se na otwa woni ahwe wachi hey Dear pa baby na me pa nde ohun na for to any aban we can say John Mahama can say hey it is John Mahama man 4 years if you 1 year there 1 year hey and there's still room for him to do everything and no understand it here politics no make it basic men fan chire wo ho men keke kan sembi na de be later unko no ho that be politics 4 years one ma ban mandate untimi jai na de be na grassroots yeah the grasshoppers Mr. Me grassroots aye and then and say who be the 50 aye any grassroots where the 50 also grassroots where the 50 there grassroots be yeah then Korea can also the 52 now 48 years 45 years for and a grassroots when you your whole grassroots Mike one more flag back umpo or yes uncle for the time na amanfo e kwa botika so mutuma mama mfa ne kwase anko no why dey no betuma yamaye sanko for the ended also a grassroots because occupation you body no enya enje bunjai. Nice guy or house be now we say who nice girl na wo hwem ni see also be giant this who ko hwe dey you see dey na ko hwe de bia nwumre bia nyame bless ma hwe fan boy fan boy am the lip gloss efa uja ko dey uja party no man kwasiafo abefa man no that be won fe dodo to allow pigs to follow to lead you so what I say enti adene de ebefa obi abenya aban we within 4 years ni wie na bibia hyehyɛ ba so mo hu entro bi enu ho omo ye bibia ndi menke kasa na me jai party no na me jai party so ko da na jo dwene NDC ho otumi dwene Kevin say Kevin ye nyane pa wo feel Kevin so be jai party na grassroots with the 50 year grassroots I hope I don't have this with the 50 per grassroots grasshoppers baby NDC for all right now na me kura na me start show no okay Andra yedi nkomo ekyerɛw John Dramani Mahama the president of the Republic of Ghana ka award bi ahwasam ekyerɛw na award ne ka se ende ɛwɔ South Korea John Dramani Mahama yebema no award honorary PhD by the Yonsei University. I guy about girlfriend saying Nyansa before about Yonsei University and the Bibia course of a fair and the South Koreans no and the Omama the president a little bit of a signal say visa number some wavy between Ghana and South Korea no they are basically considering it and according to the bino in Faswa edebanie into right now no so I got enough say in the future no quite business or South Korea or South Korean friend be and also person ko establish don't establish her but John Mahama ni NDC abane ni omudi nkomo enche bia no enche ebia there might be visa free they are still talking about it looking at the possibilities business opportunities a womb how South Korea be benefit and how Ghana be benefit and with the diplomatic level no and also be on benefit and a regular passport and a visas no on be benefit these are things president tukwanya so president yebuna and as ankomo we etumi koso inti and John Mahama and man PhD honorary PhD all the way in South Korea in imunyina yenhwe de course efe krakeke this is the president of the Republic of Ghana or tintin Sibiu okasa wote Sibiu nano ate okasa broni tumeti ase nano nsuso nsuo or president or tintin grammar or sremuni obunipa na we no Sibiu onya hantan
in recognition of his distinguished contributions to Yonsei University and to the national transformation and economic development of the Republic of Ghana, hereby confers upon John Dramani Mahama the honorary degree of PhD in Public Administration. With all the honors, rise and privileges thereunto appertaining, in witness whereof the seal of the university and the signatures of the president and the dean of the graduate school are hereunto affixed. Given in Seoul, Korea, on the 13th day of March, in the year of 2026, Kim Hyun-chul, dean of the graduate school, Yoon Dong-seop, president.
The conferment of this honorary doctorate by Yonsei University acts as a bridge linking two countries, two continents, and two people committed to creating a better future for our world. I believe that just as Korea has lessons for Ghana, Ghana and Africa have much to offer Korea in return. This is not a relationship of a benefactor and a beneficiary, but of genuine partnership between equals, each bringing unique strengths to the table. I thank the Korean government and people for the warm hospitality extended to me and my delegation during this visit. May the friendship between Ghana and Korea continue to grow deeper and stronger. May we all commit ourselves to choosing peace over conflict, cooperation over confrontation, and hope over despair. May we always lead with truth and strive for excellence. I thank the Board of Trustees, President Yoon, the faculty and staff, students of Yonsei University for this memorable occasion. And I say in Korean, 감사합니다.
Are you not proud to have this man as your president? And I know some majority of you guys watching this video, I want to say gumo, Gamsan leader. Hey, your Mahama Sasa Korea, then the team that because and then I watch the group of person also where they made mistake because Gamsan leader no mistake or say Gamsan one and then so as some for it your Mahama Gamsan leader and so thank you, I appreciate it. Are you not proud as a Ghanaian? And the good thing is the president is basically changing Ghana to a better place. We handed Ghana over to individuals who thought to say it's about and everything is supposed to be about them. When you even listen to the president's speech, he wasn't speaking for Ghana alone, even though he was taking that award as a personal award being conferred on him. No, he was telling the Koreans that even though I am a Ghanaian, I am speaking as an African. And he said, whatever you are showing to me, we want you to understand that we Africans, we will make sure we collaborate with you. So John Mahama is not just looking at Ghana alone. He's looking at Africa, exploring Africa, opening it up, and making sure we as one people, those out there will see us as a unit. They can come in and deal with us individually, but they need to see us as a unit before they will respect us as a people. So John Mahama Kasa, you need to listen to his words. You need to listen to the kind of phrases he uses. He is not just any politician who speaks anyhow. Because, hey, why do I have to care about Africans? But he wants the people listening to him, the people at the event, to understand that I have done this. I'm here today not because I am John Mahama. I'm here because I was born African. The African is in me. I'm representing Africa, even though this award goes to me and my nation. And that is what leaders, selfless leaders, intelligent leaders, leaders who think about their people, who are proactive and have vision. And that is what we see Kwame Nkrumah, and that is what we are seeing in John Dramani Mahama. So it is not about Kevin Taylor, the Mahama too much. No, it's about my love for Nkrumah. No. Politicians, Abakono, I am seeing Nkrumah traits to be John Mahama. And that is why I'm so excited to be part of the people who worked so hard. I'm not the only person who worked. Maybe the less than 10% that I was able to convince. Other people also did their job to make sure, say, we brought John Mahama into office. And we have said it, and I'll keep saying this. From day one, me catch the Ghana for say that decision we are taking to bring John Mahama into power, it wasn't going to be an easy one. And when I say it wasn't, or when I said it wasn't going to be an easy one, it is one of those things whereby a government will have to go through the very difficult moment to please everybody. A government na sebio omo sa party NDC some felt so bitter some felt to say they were taking their inclusion as citizens, their rights were taken away. So some people felt to say it should be us first. But you see, even though the party considers its members as their people they can never neglect, the party also understands to say, enya NDC for one to Obama John Mahama. Enya grassroots for more NDC munkwana sebio omuye jumani John Mahama baye. There were some people who are not members of NDC. There are some people who basically pumped their monies into the campaign. Sebio grassroots no, sikemi ne free baby baye, ebeka wonsa as a flag. Ebeka wonsa as a pamphlet. Ebeka wonsa as a party shirt. Ebeka wonsa as an educative piece, a material. Ubetumdi akwa abontina akoye juma amankofo aje o candidate natum. So you being a grassroots, something from somewhere had to come to you for you to be able to be encouraged to go work. Inti Sebio, I understand. Me a grassroots. But even grassroots, somebody has to empower you. Somebody has to put their resource in it. And so Obia PA and no Pabeka say, because me so me NDC financier, me we bushing for 50,000. John Mahama, I was so for money. Are we going to sit here and say your chance? And that is what we have been talking about. So it is some time. As much as some people are screaming, we also need to think about say, yeah, your party your party card, yeah, party no. But the holistic picture is party to me my young opposition. Positions. Party into me my young. What the party can do, no, but at the end of the day, also party to carry everybody along. That is governance. And with me, I will never, and you might hate me, you might be pissed with me, you might be angry that I don't know Kevin Ekasasa, and I've seen some people speak like that. Hey, NDC, and then they make grassroots, no. With all due respect, and yet grassroots and the NDC about power. There are people who are not grassroots members. They brought the NDC to power. There are people who pumped money into the campaign to bring NDC to power. Almost for I don't know, Monka send them the $200 million and $100,000 and $500,000 shemu into John Mahama for Bebusian for 30, 50 Juma and San Obiakobi. It does not work like that. And that does not mean the party has neglected anybody. Into Saoya got MP NDC ni now I'm OBA throw those things around. Then Nipano anti politics nasi. Because if John Mahama is going to do the same thing Kufuor did, about power, no. What he did was ordinary and we saw them control this country, which made every single person angry. The grassroots who went out there to work for John Mahama and the NDC to come to power, no, they saw how Kufuor treated Ghanaians, including themselves. Now, how people, Ghanaians were neglected, sidelined. So they felt to say we needed to bring John Mahama in. Obviously, nobody can tell me say NDC about power no. NDC for Juma. Nobody can make that statement in Ghana. Nobody in Ghana can sit on TikTok or any platform and say NDC for Juma Monchain Obia Ghana. So if recruitment aba, now say it is tough. You don't sit on TikTok or Facebook and make it look like say, oh, grassroots for no, moja grassroots for no. The grassroots for no, they can tell you. This party has employed, and the party has employed a lot of NDC grassroots. So let us not fall for the gimmick of Obiabe Jinaho and I say this. The honest truth is there are so many people who voted for the NDC. NDC for. In terms of almost say, oh, because men you menim, men can say grassroots inti, men can go to my NDC be man. No, it doesn't work like that. NDC for grassroots and to for NDC power be. It is the collaborative effort of people almost NDC ideas, the policies, any vision no are almost supporting because we are all here. Even though some people will try to downplay what I have done as a platform to help bring John Mahama back. Mentina baby da enka say I am the only person who brought NDC to power. Never. There are so many people who are on my platform who work so hard, put everything on the line. In Koto, Free Mind, Ransford Kebuachi, they also did their job. But I will not sit here and say, men kwanam the NDC about power. It's no. But I also, so I have an opportunity. I miss my bush for 20 years. NDC for former Juma. So if that doesn't happen, do I have to come and sit here and scream? No. So let us understand politics. Let us understand governance. There are some people there who voted, who worked for NDC, Omni party card. And all that they wanted to see was that was a abani be BB, more almost NDC for Ombenya BB. That's it. Until let's stop this conversation of more grassroots, more neglected grassroots. NDC by power. I'm for NDC for Jumachain Obia Ghana. Yes. You people don't want to be honest to each other. You people want to create the impression to say party time will be. Party does not hate anybody. And the fact of the case is, party to be for NDC for Juma. Let's get it right. Not every NDC person will get a direct job from this government. You are going to get an indirect job. So buy no man yomamu mre. Na say companies do bar. What's we are grassroots to baby no. Ebia with expertise into something. A company will come that you get employment. And so anka first no anka win the opportunity to even apply. That is what governance is. And it's over to TikTok, over to Facebook. Now be create impression. Me say NDC for grassroots omugu box bim omuge yeja omwa. You are misleading the people. You are misleading the grassroots. In the grassroots, sebio, so almost so many grassroots ye jumano. They don't. And that is how I see governance. See, I can see the same mistakes are MPP for yeah. Then why did the people vote against the Kufuor and Bawumia? Then why did the people come out to say MPP a bad party? MPP in Ghana home. MPP, they decided to and then Ghana for nya bufua amoba bon Trebeka said no. So if today Abainbiaba and it's been open and transparent in recruitment, that's a grassroots person in Jumana. It does not mean the government is against the grassroots person. Go and do the checks and check your data. NDC are buying way after grassroots more than anything. Let's stop being hypocritical sometimes. Because the conversation is supposed to be easy. Until we are grassroots now, we are Juma and just being Juma. And you people are too emotional. More NDC for be. We are too emotional. You are too emotional to the point to say you need to understand. Say, on mine yesterday, and you'll be able security Juma, and you'll be able immigration, and you'll be able police. So make us say, you can choose to vote for Bawumia. It's your problem. And deep down, all of you, said these are the right things. You know, when you are calling somebody and the person is not picking up, it does not mean the party has neglected you. Now, who friendly partner, what do you need? Now I say campaign time bedroom the fact of the case and they say, so who decides over to Atwaba Bawumia? The same people you hated will come and rule you like a slave. Or hineba any the papatiasi. So if you feel say obiti baby, now can't say me you are so emotional and I'm in tiasie and a grassroots with all due respect. MPP for no more grassroots. MPP for no more grassroots. I am refi mo ho. I am be doing say Monkwane party are more grassroots. MPP for so grassroots. 8 years of media be menya grassroots be na adwuma. And I'm not saying you can see the effort this government is putting into this. We can all see it. You can see the effort Abanwe to make things a bit easier for everybody, especially the young people are on NDC for to get opportunities. But you people make it look like you become too emotional. And a party, the party has been in power for 1 year, 3 months. The party has been in power for 1 year and 3 months. Onchi obi angum, omo obi ejuma, unsolved problem nyama, and anything to about my NDC. No. Because he knew the damage that had been caused already. Now we need problem, now we need the. So when he sits there and make it look like Abanwe has not taken initiative, Abanwe has not helped in any way, Abanwe is not trying, then you are not being truthful to yourself. Especially more when you fika krana, most of the politics when you pick TikTok videos and then more cameras now, speak to the conscience of the young people. Don't make them feel entitled. Because if the job is there, who is going to hunt anybody down that don't come and get a job? A Juma no who is going to hunt anybody? Now we are penny. What's not Ghana? When I also near fee. When we are buying my buying co. So also Pagana here, or per NDC bar, Uncle hunting for down, non for MP NDC for him. When the opportunity comes and it is clear that the party people have to go in, the government to do its part. But don't create the impression on TikTok. And sit there and make it look like say the Kufuor here now they be out TikTok. You are also creating the same thing. Is that the same thing you want John Mahama to do? Not John Mahama now a campaign man saying. Do you want John Mahama to be the same tyrant? You say we want to change this nation. We want to reset. Reset alone is not about giving you a job. Reset is changing every single aspect of our country. It is some of you have become so selfish in your argument. TikTok no. At least let the kids understand the reality on the ground is that Nande Sankamunta kabetuma for nipa 400,000 juma and conform. Now if I Ghana 400,000 juma security mua. Why again a say NDC ni grassroots binye. But you sit there and you know the reality and you make it look like say, oh, we're a young man, we're the NDC and a grassroots. Now we're juma febie. Nanka uwe juma nanka wa febi. E juma ne da ho nanka wa febi. Nanka obi so febi. Na abaya febi. Also woni mu de. Also wako school. Also in politics. How many people can this government employ? Abana culture. There's no space. And it's not like it's a lie. Instead of mu creating impression be. Me metna empower chosa to my NDC 2028. I will not do it. Because we are all seeing what is happening around us. That kind of idea ekufu adwa ye idea ba omiamwa ya ye nyina ya boy homodin ye si ye yimfiri wo no masa betina TikTok create say John Mahama nye the same thing na abara moto ne saying the entitlement is too much memeti ye eni mabusu ni nyina na enyejumo me wo mabusu afo makọ university omutifie. I'm telling you. I don't mean sorry say, hey, I didn't NDC for me wo mebusia for to university omu ni adwuma. Me wo mebusia for almost apply for this security job. Bobo nya. Should I come and scream and insult Muntaka and JM and say, John, don't you know me? Me adwuma me yeah. Me nkwana me adwuma ma NDC ba power. Won nkwana me adwuma ma NDC ba power. Obu ha or spending almost $10 million on kasa. Why are you people like that? Yaman Quran and TSS abane airborne homoding. Yama grassroots in TSS say there is no way MPB or constituency bia. Yabeka just on nipa 200 dimbra on fan ko say yemfo modwuma. MPB and MPesa. NDC MPB and MPesa one day obesori yabeka just say hey, bring 200 people. Bring 200 people. They'll be excited because they want to keep their So if it is not happening, it means there's a problem. And we all know where the problem started. Let's not create an impression to say, yeah, you're free space in the bar. You don't know what is happening. Now you're penny DNA. Now you're penny, you're Nyansa, and then send your baby chairman as a to be the president. Because our banner will repeat the same thing, predecessor here. Then we don't need any exceptional government or exceptional person to come and lead Ghana. I'm being honest here. So let's be realistic in our deliberations. What's it TikTok? I'm going to get some. Now we shine korade before indirectly. Why the Juma one for Makunanye? Why the Juma wa on time Makunanye? MPs on the parliament, who hear power channel. NDC MPs on good parliament. Do you want to tell me you need power more than them? They need power. They want to get their people there. It is because the protocol no ya inform anything OTATM. Now what is that the see? Yeti hey, intinka yan sorry, nianka say yaba constituency, NDC for nkwa embra, whether you qualify or you don't qualify. Is it the same thing you want us to practice? The Social Democratic Party, no, is this the same thing you want us to practice? They're resetting agenda na mo kana na asset saying. John Mahama is not going to fall for these things. Your president Ghana meburu dana koma so John Mahama. And he will do everything possible to get people to work. So let's stop pushing this kid. We are putting some sense of entitlement in some people who don't even, there are people who did not even apply for this security job and they are sitting on TikTok and now neglect grassroots. There are some people who did not even apply. Now, if you're Juma Betuo, we are NDC grassroots, why apply job? Then you feel so entitled, say, we neglect grassroots. Now, MPP didn't apply, near Fana, would you now say, Obi Town? No. Now, Nipana wo freno, Eka Chen say, where there, na minimuno, na me. It's one thing that really, you hear people say, oh, Nipa we me friend on fa. Nipa we me friend on fa. Recently, I was in Ghana. Elikem Kotoko, I met with him, I took his phone. 1,700 messages on WhatsApp. 1,700. I was sitting with him and I said, let me see your phone. How many people text you in a day? Me jene phone no, message log no, 1,700. This same person has responsibilities. You want this person to work. You want him to deliver. There are so many of them in Ghana. Now, time no opposition, now only 1,000 messages a day. So the same way you are texting, the same way somebody too is texting. So you expect the same person to be working and taking all the time to respond to you. It doesn't work like that, guys. Because a Jumadino Mudino, or Mudi Juma said, Juma Bay, now won't be for phone and freno, now when you Juma Wato. So, what do you understand by governance? Governance is not about picking a phone and say, where the name in opposition, my friend want to be both. It does not work like that. It does not. And sometimes we need to get these things right. We need to understand. And I know politics, the moment I say, Obi and Time Obia, me akwamiti, me take claim for NDC winning power. There are so many people who worked, and I've mentioned their names on my platform. And I'll still give credit to them because I recognize and appreciate the work they did. But it does not mean it's metehano. Meso I am bebushi ni juma mempe. No. Inti anka member tinaha na me starting TTM. All because when I'm here every dealer. Inti am family be juma inti be ofu. No, it doesn't work like that. It is not supposed to be like that. We are not even supposed to get to that point where we are calling people that Union BB, family and shape. It is not supposed to get there. It is supposed to get to that point whereby anybody can apply and get the job. And that is the resetting agenda. And then I say, why do we make things so complicated in Ghana? Abra sa abayi bana or tutunyama or yenyoma ya. Na dia me yani impenifona o muwo no. Utumi hu papa penyini. Utumi papa penyini. Papa penyini now to social media. Then you make this kids feel. Now more fresh appointee no. Appointee na jom Mahama man adwuma no. One of our catchers say, "On person be corrupt." Also say this ska. Sa appointee no wa yire e wo ma. And a debia good phone so and I'm a sika and I'm a misika. Uncle First can way. You are pushing them to be corrupt. Debia ujina appointee phone so. Debia ujina appointee phone so and a family call and our way and a ometer about school fees. The question here is appointee is working as a civil servant. It's a wa. Ni pay no didi hon. Ono so so hwe na yire ne mba. E wo se oye adwuma ma ekwan bie ma wo. Na wo debia ujina no phone so se oma usika. Na oyi the pay ne de ma wa. Now, Uncle Fasika Meshemwe, he needs to steal. So our attitude is making appointees corrupt in Ghana. And that is something we need to understand. Yenja is our pressure. You sit back and you watch. And it's now over 4 years to assess a government. And some NDC catch it, some be. And then you know to accomplish it. But we have 4 years. And it's ultimate accomplish here. How can you hold the government to ransom and say, because when you accomplish it in unity, you are a bad government, I am on a grassroots, I am going to leave the party. That at that point you are being selfish. You are not being realistic. At the Oma NDC 1 year. Unless you have an agenda. Unless you have to force some people to do something for you. Not it was about Ghana. Adia NDC MPP yeah ye nyina yebufu yeah e me di akoma show ekoto abati omo say yem person baba power bi enu na mo person mo force NDC no mo ye. That is what you people are doing. Muntaka Mubarak, he wants to be one of the best interior me echo obianim my issues with Muntaka, obianim how I have issues with him. But with all due respect, I don't think Muntaka will go to the Interior Ministry and work so bad to the point say, or President Pamono. I know say he wants to be one of those people at least Ghana with me for Mebune Juma more. At least Ghana with me for NDC for more. But the capacity is not there. Unless you want to tell me say 5,000 positions we NDC can't qualify the Famano. Is that what you want? The same thing at MPP and NBC. And then I'm going to say, let's just get real. And then sometime, I will never beg anybody to vote for the NDC. But I will allow you to monitor the NDC. Now, one can say our judgment. MPP are fighting Muntaka. You know why? After they are fighting Muntaka. It is because the number of people they were forcing Muntaka to give them, he did not do it. Yes. From the day I will be an application, Shesibia NPP for in parliament, they have been attacking Muntaka. Ask yourself why. Why are they? All because after you're marking up a protocol. APJ up a protocol. MPP they want protocol. they want numbers to be given to them because they want to go to the constituency and look better. Muntaka is not doing it. That is why they are fighting him. More transparency. More person of money say more person of money then you are forcing people to go into corruption. In this alternative, when I say MPP for now attack Muntaka and he should come. And what did the Afenyoma can kind? Afenyoma can catch the Ghana for say. Afenyoma can catch the Ghana for say. Come out. Maybe some chemu be near him. Sure, nani has started no. Afenyoma can catch the and the Afenyoma can catch the Ghana for. Sorry, that's not what I'm looking for. Afenyoma can minority. Almost say. Ghana for young halt a military military recruitment process and young halt na adentra. It is because their people were not picked. It is because bloggers' husbands near the reason why Omu came to parliament, they want to attack Muntaka. Every day they have an issue. They say first, they knew say Sadia were the easy momo. Now they are not getting it. Muntaka is not bending. How can you tell us, say, processor, I do this point, you halt the process for what reason? When detecting corruption, Biana, have you been able to bring any evidence to parliament to prove, say, Muntaka has done anything corrupt and some corruption has been detected? The last time Afenyoma can start to parliament and making allegations against Muntaka in these same processes, Adiachin also sorry, or bois, Kwasia, where somebody just say, halt the process on what basis? Bloggers' husbands, very irresponsible group of animals because they think say Jimmy. See BBL men, bloggers' husbands, Jimmy for enomugum because these are the people they think they feel entitled. They are not still why should we halt the processes? Oh, because Afenyoma he's used to having numbers and taking the numbers, selling it and making money and telling people say my family constituency Juma. But you called for transparency. You called for accountability. You called for a government that will serve the people. You called for a resetting of the nation. So why are you today making it look like, say, NDC, NDC for us? Take your time and go to the respective agencies. You will see NDC for Omunye Jumaye. Sendru Uswa and Chese Obi Town, Obi neglectful. What do you mean by partner neglectful? John Mahama na oba wonaso enu bedi nkoma unya rehiem ni adwuma no e de na wayo. Have you woken up one day for John Mahama to say if the opportunities are there on farmer or the common people for? So why do we allow some people a personal hatred be for some things be to come and destroy what we are building? The NPP is a stupid political party. This is under NPP. In 2018, NPP for nipa 84,000 application, almost for 500 pe. Also, party neglected. Now, Papa Penny TikTok kase you neglected grassroots. And 2018 NPP no power. Omoji applications in 84,000 nipa 500 pe. And the applications buy the pile up and they which 500,000 and so far 150,000 almost cross it to the next stage. Yeah, Penipa just say 12,000 for it's not easy. So why do you make it look like say Obi Town, Obi Time DC, Obi and Time DC? This is 2018. NPP Immigration Service recruits only 500. Mumusa NPP for say in 2018, did they give the 84,000 people their money back for the application? Samia Ukukwa champagne kwatibota begina give their money back. Afenyoma ke wenya henia etwoshe ne nantem and they ope Mahama Cares Fund. This is the nonsense we deal with. And you the NDC people, you fall for these gimmicks. You fall for this nonsense all because you are too emotional. You have emotions in your politics, so you have to have this very long horizon. You need to look at things in a wider picture. Because what the emotions in your politics are. Yeah, say as some people can't and now the politics you can never do politics. Say Obia Kasam na ya it is going to make you react. You find your politics. It can never get you anywhere in politics. say oh yeah NDC ni and kwasi bi to Facebook huro I o party about power unya adwuma saa de no o man when it gets to you it will destroy you. Yeah, because you need to understand what governance means. You find emotions in your politics. This is the same MPPO. Mumbuso say 84,000 for we omu sika no. Sa 84,000 Ghana for no. Sa ankora we omu refund sika momo. And the kwasiafo they are screaming. Omo to koko, omo tutum, omo nim ko. Catch say, "Ai, and at the end, you see it is deliberate." Omo MPP for no omo nya protocol biya. Muntaka is saying it should be fair. The same MPP Omo Interior Minister, your friend Henry Korte, security services overwhelmed by 90,000 applicants with only 12,000 slots. Mumbusam 90,000 for nobody. Omo apply no omo refund. The foolishness of the MPP. Omo yankwasi afo, and we keep wasting our time on these foolish people. We keep wasting our time on the MPP because NDC for you get too emotional quickly. You make some people sit on TikTok and try to make you emotional. Don't get emotional about these things. When I say open the country to work for everybody. The NDC neglecting will be so will be deciding show you might miss an opportunity. Sebio, immigration, police, fire service, and Ghana. The government is still going to open opportunities at other avenues. Why are you not looking at that picture? Anamebwa, the government is going to look at other avenues. Ochina Osedian, John Mahama is going to commission a farmer service center. Do you know? And why do you know? There are so many opportunities around. Inti, Mema Obin Tina TikTok because of the way they feel. Maybe they are pained because they want things to be done their way. You see, in politics, there are a lot of selfish people. And if you're not smart, they'll make you think, say, they are speaking for you. They are not. There are a lot of selfish people in politics. And a lot of them are on social media, like on TikTok. And the issue is, you might think, say, Okasama, Onkasama, on one personal hatred, who did not get angry when the Kufuor was in power. Why did we all speak against the Kufuor's regime? Because near say na Kufuor wo ho no na we neglecting majority of Ghanaians and on in the bush for nkwa. Should Mahama do the same thing? Na say utibua na nkasa na wen. Utibua na wo de from say inti o ka cha akra na say ko wo the grassroots and NDC me say me eko I will never beg anybody. The way you put your life on the line, I also put my life on the line. I will not beg a single soul to vote for NDC in 2028. Never. And sometimes, you people think, say, we have to be begging you for you people to understand issues. No. Me akobedu. I will never beg anybody. Now, Sebio, where the 18, Nyamyama onyansa mo watu abasa sabain, na we hundi abain ye around you are. Mensa me power chow. No, that keep the same government. Because omo awutu omo no, unim se still omo Jimmy. I'm not going to do that. I am not that your journalist or your blogger who does the. I'm not going to do it. I force you to also think and understand the issues and look at the issues from a very decent perspective. That is the thing. Intende afenyama kinja parliament. Then you ask yourself, now time and more power no. And then a man refer this cano. And the chair say we should halt the process. Why? Because Ninko Funim.
Vote forms to 506,000 when you know that you have only vacancy for 5,000 people. You sold forms to 506,000 when you know that you have vacancy for 5,000. Then, apart from the 220 Ghana cedi per form, you are now going to charge them 1,600 for medicals. So, Mr. Speaker, so those who qualify for medicals, they'll go and do medicals. So you have about 200,000 going for medicals. When you know that even if all of them pass, you have vacancy for 5,000. Mr. Speaker, if 200,000, what is that? If 100,000 have even qualified for medicals, you know you have only 5,000. So you are going to get 160 million from the poor Ghanaian youth. 1,600 cedis, transportation not included. That is the fee. Meanwhile, you know that the person will not have access. Why do you do this? If all of them, even if 50% of them pass, even if 50% of them pass, that is 50,000. Yet you have only 5,000 vacancy. 5,000. And you are going to take 6,600 from each of them. Mr. Speaker, I do not think that this is the right approach. We've been told the minister will brief us, but the minister is here to brief us. Mr. Speaker, can the recruitment exercise be suspended so that these things are properly ironed out? Because the system that has been introduced, Mr. Speaker, for want of a better word, is duping the youth.
You see how stupid they see Ghanaians. My catch them say MPP for me Jimmy. Omumbu Ghana for. And some of you people give them the room to think, say, Jimmy. That is what hurts. When you people fall for their antics, oh, this is his time. But today, he's speaking for the youth. Why is he speaking for the youth today? Because what you say, young people don't want Ghana and more Jimmy. After your marking is a first-class fool. Where Jimmy, he thinks everybody is stupid. And such a daft idiot. Politics now for MPP into the minority leader. In the NDC, after your market can never become a majority or minority leader. Never. But you see, continuously, no, Yama after your market MPP for the be amane who say Jimmy, and he thinks he can capture every Ghanaian youth and thinks Jimmy. This is his time. Kwasia, this is his time. Time and or more power no. Need the Busan say 90,000, almost 90,000 people no. Did anybody say they should stop the recruitment process? Even during 2018, 2019, did they open application for every single person to apply? The foolishness of an MPP pig. Me politician a Ombugani ni mimbuni ba kukura. And one politician a michina no one tanya we Jimmy amami afe nyomaken. Ombugana for. Because MPP for management so he is naturally born foolish. Now you have this sitting there and you are telling me, say, we should halt the process. Abra, during your time, you did the same, you didn't refund any money, you even employed only 500 people. Now, a politician who has no shame, a politician who is stupidly stupid. You just left office a year ago and you have over 500,000 people trying to get job at Nipa 5,000. You are not ashamed. Wait, sorry, the Ocho Esha Unantemu and say we should halt the process. Are you not ashamed? Patricia Piejeno or Twana the 12 General on ferry. Some in Conformugu MPP side, no, are they not ashamed as politicians? Monferry, you left power 1 year ago, and we have over 500,000 people looking for 5,000 jobs, and you sit there in parliament and you are still talking. Where is your sense of dignity? You make people see you people like we are moi. Power just a year ago, and you left over 500,000 people, young people sitting there without jobs. And today you are in parliament telling us, say, you care for the youth. We are boa. Only self-respect. Only answer. Now you didn't go for where to say Kevin the attempt. No, I will not make a fellow human being I pay taxes to feed their sickness, to underestimate my reasoning power. I would never. 99% of these people standing there talking, we take care of their sickness. We are the ones who are taking care of their children, their wives, their dirty lifestyle. I will not make such a useless person come and underestimate my intelligence. Never. Without you, the taxpayer, you at your point, at a point in Ghana, your history, you were able to employ only 500 people. You left a backlog of over 500,000 young people. They don't have morals. They don't deserve respect. We are not supposed to get up and say, we're an honorable person. Hardly do you hear me say honorable to a Ghanaian politician. Hardly do you hear me say that. Hardly. So let's study me tona. and I'm a languager, hardly do you hear me say honorable to a Ghanaian politician. I don't do that. You know why? Because majority of them don't deserve that title honorable. Majority of them, like Afenyamaki, they are foolish. They just take advantage of the people. They think, say, when they switch seats, they have a different tone they need to use. All because they don't respect the intelligence of the taxpayer. So me, I am never going to allow such fools to play on my mind. Never. This is what happened under their administration. Forget them. Now,